Sure. Yeah. So Donovan, when you're hiring, what you look in a candidate when you're hiring, and you know that you have just an hour and to talk to candidate. So what specific things you look for to find out their passion, knowledge in an hour? Is it a vibe? So what are the things you look for in a candidate while hiring?
It's interesting. It depends on what I'm hiring them for. If I'm
Mhm.
hiring a manager, I'm going to ask them different questions than I'm going to ask an engineer, for example. One of my favorite questions to ask an engineer is, what was the last thing that you just wrote for fun?
Mhm. Mhm.
And if they say, oh man, as soon as 5 o'clock comes, I don't write anymore. I don't want to see that computer till Monday morning. I'm like, well, you're probably not the person I'm looking for then, because I want the person who just loves this stuff.
Cool.
I write more software for fun that you'll never see than the software I write professionally. I just love making that stuff work. And I think
Cool.
it shows in my work. It shows in what I do on stage, because you can tell that I'm not reading a script like that. Those are that guy's words. Like, he does the stuff he's talking about on stage. Like, I rub DevOps on all kinds of stuff to make it better, right? I mean, that's what I
Right.
do. And it's what I do in my fun. It's my wife, my wife lets me like go release that. Like, I'll be on the couch with her. And I have a tell. I think I start to like twitch my leg or something. I don't know what it is, but she knows what it is. It's like, go work. And she'll just tell me, go work. And I'll run upstairs and then I'll work for a little while, and then I'll come back and then I'll be able to settle down and relax again. But she knows that that's about me. And it shows in the work that I do for my company
Cool.
too, because it's just, there's just this level of detail
Right.
that's in that code, because I adore it. I want it to look good. I want it to be the shining example for how all code should be written. And I'll write comments and I'll test it. And that pride that I take in my work, that's what I'm looking for in an engineer that comes to my team, right? I
Mm.
want a person who has that same love for just writing code. If I'm talking to
Cool.
a manager, then I'm going to ask different questions, right? Like, just what is it about management that excites you? And I'm looking for things like seeing the success and the growth in others. Management was far more rewarding than I thought it was going to be.
Mm.
I didn't really want to be a people manager. I wanted to be an IC throughout my entire career at Microsoft, but I had a very clear path in mind. My destination was to be a partner at Microsoft.
Mm.
And one of my mentors, going back to mentors, John and I were talking one day, and he kind of laid it out to me really quick. He says, Donovan, how many ICs do you know that are partners? I only knew one. He says, how many managers do you know that are partners? I knew lots and lots. And he's like, yeah, the path to partner, if partner is truly what you want, is the shortest path is through management. It's like, all right, fine, I'll be a manager. I'll just grin and bear it. Then I became a manager and I loved it. Right? I loved being able to hire those amazing people and to see their growth and live vicariously through them as they're going through the same stages of their career that you went through. When you see Abel do his first keynote, or Jessica do her first keynote, like, man, I remember how, because you can see how excited they are. Like, I remember that. And there's something about being a manager that's really rewarding, to be able to provide those opportunities for others in your organization and to attract this amazing talent to Microsoft and say, I made Microsoft better because I was able to hire and attract these people to this company. There's an immense amount of pride in that, as being a manager. But it's not for everyone. It's a lot of
Cool.
work, like
Cool.
connects and expense reports and one-on-ones and rewards and bonuses and promotions. And there's a lot that goes into being a manager. But if you're good at it and you enjoy it and your people enjoy having you as a manager, then it's a really rewarding experience for sure.